What about telling the officers, I don't have to do shit? What about telling the officers, I don't give a F about none of that? What about that? Is that you? Over and over and over? If you don't give a shit, then why should we? Do you understand what I'm saying? You want to spend your life in prison? Because that's what you're asking for. It's no behavior for me to go, oh, let's just put them on probation. It'll be great. Is charged in cause number 25 DCCR 0366 with the first degree felony offensive murder. And Mr. Galmore, what is the announcement?
Judge, we have a pending writ on file for bond, or we would ask the court to set this for hearing next week on whatever day is available for the court.
Okay.
I received it. It was filed yesterday,
last night,
Judge. And that's fine with me.
So we had a bond, already had a hearing.
I'll let the court know. I think it's probably going to need to be heard. There's an issue that Mr. Galmore, his investigator, brought to us that I have 3 investigators checking out as we speak.
Okay.
And that will guide our
Okay.
forward, Your Honor.
We'll set it for next Tuesday for a hearing on that writ.
Okay.
We'll see you Tuesday.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is Mr. Stephen Harris here? Mr. Harris, are you ready on Camden Jackson sentencing? Good morning. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right, are you Camden Jackson?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Jackson, you were previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the second-degree felony offense of engaging in organized criminal activity. I've received the pre-sentence report as well as incident reports from the Jefferson County Jail. Has everyone had an opportunity to review all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
No, Your Honor.
Judge, I'm sure the court would like Mr. Jackson to take a little bit more responsibility for what he did in his version, and I would also assume that his next comments are going to be the talking to that everybody else in the jail is doing.
Mr. Jackson, I've got 16 pages of jail incident reports. Each page holds 2 to 4. Do the math on that, and that's a lot of you being exceptionally disrespectful to the officers that are there. And so what I'm wondering is why you think, I mean, since you entered your plea in this case, you were caught with a shank, 2 different types of shanks, and you've been fighting? Huh? You can speak where I can understand you first. Speak up. What do you want to say?
I was talking to the guard. I was talking to the lieutenant. I was trying to talk to him and get that thrown out. They ain't find it on me.
No, they found it in your bed.
Oh, it wasn't.
Okay. What about the other 16 pages? What about telling the officers, I don't have to do shit? What about telling the officers, I don't give a F about none of that? What about that? Is that you? Over and over and over? If you don't give a shit, then why should we? Do you understand what I'm saying? You want to spend your life in prison? Because that's what you're asking for. It's no behavior for me to go, oh, let's just put him on probation. It'll be great. He's going to follow the rules. You can't even follow the rules when you're locked up. What makes me think you're going to follow them when you're out? I mean, the agreement that y'all have reached based on what I understand is very little criminal history, mostly because you're young and you haven't had time to do a whole lot. What is the status of the Hardin County cases? Do we know?
Yes, Your Honor, they're waiting for us to resolve these cases, and then they'll be next in line.
Okay.
When we come to court, after we leave, I always inform them what we're doing, so they're aware.
Okay.
Judge, that kind of goes to the notion of, obviously, we were going to request if the court is in agreement with the following plea, ISF,
Mhm.
that he cannot do with those pending. So our understanding and our agreement was for ISF with the understanding that he would dispose of those cases very timely so that he can then go to ISF if that's what this court orders.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do, Mr. Jackson, and the rest is going to be up to you, okay? I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to defer all proceedings for a period of 7 years. You will be ordered to pay a $500 fine. You will be ordered to enter and successfully complete the cognitive track of the ISF program. That is a whole program, especially for you young people, to hopefully help you to make better decisions. But here's the thing about ISF. You're going to go to Hardin County from here, take care of those cases. And when you do get to ISF, one incident report is a violation of your probation. Zero tolerance. So you're going to have to prove to me while you're waiting in jail. In addition, while you're waiting in jail to go to Hardin County, if I find out you misbehave in Hardin County, any of those things are going to be violations of your probation. Do you understand? A condition of your probation is going to be that you follow the rules in our jail, in Hardin County Jail, and in ISF, whatever those rules are. It's not going to be cussing at and calling names to the correctional officers who are just there doing their job. It's not going to be fighting. It's not going to be hiding things in your whatever. You understand? Because you may never see the light of day. You're going to be right back in here on a motion to revoke your probation. And because this is a second-degree felony, if you are back in here, the range of punishment, if I find that you violated your probation, is minimum 2 up to 20 years in prison. You understand that? Okay. If you take advantage of this opportunity and change the way you're acting, and are you successful on this probation, this is your chance of a lifetime today, because you do not have a conviction on your record. You're not a convicted felon. And at the end of the probation period, if you're successful, the case gets dismissed. You'll never be a convicted felon. The other side, again, though, one hiccup. You're on zero tolerance from the beginning on this. You're back in here with the motion to revoke and going to prison. Do you understand? A condition of your probation also, if it's not in here, is going to be that you are not allowed to be in the possession of or around any firearm. So if there are firearms in your house where you're living that aren't yours, they have to be locked up, or you are not allowed to have them. You're not allowed to have a firearm, period. Do you understand? Okay.
And Your
Okay.
Honor, just for the record, we do believe that he'll be able to make this probation and won't be back here. His family is here. They've always been here, so they're
Good.
ready to support him with whatever he needs to make sure that he makes it over the hump.
I hope so. I'm glad that they're here. And here's the thing. You probably don't like their rules either. Guessing from how you're acting, I don't think you like anybody telling you what to do. But at this point in your life, until you get off this probation, there's going to be a bunch of people telling you what to do. And you're just going to have to take that because you're the one who engaged in this behavior, right? So grow up, take responsibility, and change it. It's all up to you to do that. Okay? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. Good luck to you, sir. Thank y'all for being here.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Holmes, you have is Ms. Holmes here? Kevin Harmon, that's a sentencing.
Kevin Harmon.
Bye. Good morning. All right. Finally. Look at this one. Get it, just a check mark.
I'm all fired up to argue this guy's report. He's only got like 2 pages.
No, I've got a good check mark on this one.
After 35.
I mean, seriously. All right, sir, you're Kevin Harmon. And Mr. Harmon was previously in court in cause number 24, DCCR 1612, entered a plea of guilty to the second-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, we have.
Are there any additions or corrections?
None from the defendant, just that he takes responsibility for his actions.
Okay.
I didn't have anything to add, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Harmon, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because this felony conviction will not be on your record as a conviction. And at the end of the probation period, if you're successful, the case gets dismissed. The other side to that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty, so you would become a convicted felon, and I could sentence you anywhere in the range of punishment, which is between 2 years up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. And you can go back with the bailiff. Probation will give you some information on what to do when you get out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Judge, I reset one of Marvin Lewis's and I'm resetting Lori Process.
Okay.
Marvin Lewis at the Charles,
Graceland Charles.
yes.
Okay.
Is reset.
Okay.
And Lori Process about to wait. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Radford,
Yes, ma'am.
you've got Michelle Cormier.
Yes, ma'am. She's on the other side.
There, she's next door. Okay, just let me know when she's here and I'll take it up as soon as she gets over here. What about Corey Flemings?
He's a plea bargain rejection. He's here.
Okay, let's take care of that one while they're getting her.
Mr. Martin is a plea to misdemeanor Thompson.
Thank you.
I've got a discovery issue on Mrs. Cormier.
Okay.
Mr. Coleman, I have that Corey Flemings is 8. Is that correct?
It's at 8 today that I think he can become, he can be enhanced a little bit.
I see one enhancement. Is there more that aren't in the?
There is an out-of-state judgment from Louisiana that is, that's under the penal code would be 30 degrees felony.
No, I need to admonish him of that because I was not aware of the out-of-state prior.
Y'all want to visit for a
I can
minute?
show it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all take a look at that and that way, once we do it, it'll all be there. I'll hold it.
Yeah, we need.
Mr. Flemings needs to just
Visit.
go back for a minute.
Ms. Cormier's here, Judge. Mr. Coleman.
Okay.
Yeah, just go back because I got to talk to you about that. I was not aware of
I'm trying to pull your motion up. I can bring my whole file.
Michelle Cormier?
that. It's a discovery motion.
Give me just a second. All right, ma'am, are you Michelle Cormier? And in cause number 25, DCCR 0153, Ms. Cormier is charged with a first-degree felony offense of murder. And what is the announcement?
Judge, this event occurred in the Jefferson County Jail. I asked Mr. Coleman if there were any surveillance videos that were relevant to the incident, and he told me I needed to see them.
Actually, there was a two-part request for Mr. Radford. He also asked for the criminal history of, was it the deceased?
Yeah, the deceased.
Yeah, I'll make that available.
Okay, the videos as well. I mean, if there's,
They're in the custody of the state.
yeah, if there's
I
evidence,
was still trying to pull up his request because I think it was more global than that, Judge. I think you asked for videos like to and from the jail, which
No, any relevant surveillance videos is what I want.
Okay, all right. I think that's something that the state would need to get with the jail and find out if there is any and provide that in discovery. If it's inculpatory or exculpatory, I think would be considered just discovery.
Forgive me for being unprepared on this.
No, that's
I'm trying to
okay.
pull up the actual motion because I think there was more of a.
Well, y'all visit, work out what you need, and if it's something that they won't release to you, then we can get a subpoena or an order done. If there's something that you feel like is overly broad, y'all talk about it, see if you can work it out. If not, we'll have a hearing on it. But I'll just reset it for a normal announcement to give y'all time to work on all that.
Okay.
Okay, you can go back with the bailiff.
I will go visit with Mr.